Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new. Make sure that you subscribe before you leave, that way you'll never miss out on another video. I do a free pick a card reading on my channel every single Friday. In today's pick a card reading, we're going to be focusing on the full moon that we're having on the 9th or the 8th, depending on where you are in the world. So this is the full moon in Leo, and I kind of want to get a glimpse of what the energy is, what's coming in, or what should we expect. So before we get started, I do want to mention that I have some new crystals up in my store. I want to give you guys a quick glimpse on how I'm charging them. So I have these garnet crystals charging here. I have big pieces, I have smaller pieces, I have different sizes and shapes. They have been charging with 639 hertz music, which is the vibration of love. It is the frequency of love and the frequency of our heart chakra. So they have been charged, cleansed, and activated, and they're also charging on Shiva and Shakti energy, which is a twin flame kind of an energy. It's very passionate, balanced, peaceful, harmonious relationship, which is the energy that is infused in these garnet crystals. I also have peacock feathers here for protection of lovers. Garnet is the stone for lovers. It enhances the communication, the passion, the harmony between you two. It just aids and strengthens and heals whatever needs to be healed in the relationship. It is a very protective stone, so it protects the lover's energy, protects the lover's bond and connection. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and head to my Etsy store. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is pick a group number or a crystal, whichever one is drawing you in, whichever one you are most attracted to. So you're going to pick card group number 1 or the garnet crystal, card group number 2 or the Labradorite crystal, card group number 3 or the Pyrite crystal, card group number 4 or the rose quartz crystal. For all card group number 1 people or everyone that chose the garnet crystal, let's go ahead and see what's going on this full moon. So the first card that we have is the King of Swords. So what I see here is movement. There is movement happening where you are not going to be stuck to, you're not going to cling on to anything. This is the kind of movement that you're letting go. So that's what's coming in with this full moon for you guys, is this movement, energetic movement. It could even be like you moving to a new place, you moving jobs, you moving in, like something moving, you exercising more, something where you're physically moving. And this physical movement is a symbol of your inner movement that's happening. Remember, what happens within us happens without us. Whatever happens within us, it manifests in our physical reality. So when you feel the urge to move around or like dance or take a walk or something like that, or even like a bigger move, like actually moving, this is a like physical manifestation of all the changes that are going on within you. So that's an energy that's coming in, is changes going on within you. The fact that this is sitting right next to the mirror card, know thyself, self-examination, seeing who you really are. So that's the kind of energy that's coming into this full moon in Leo, is bringing you awareness of your strengths. You're focusing more on your strength, your ability to move forward, like your qualities that make you happy about who you are, like things that you value. You're learning a lot about who you are. You're learning a lot about what you want, about what you want to allow in your life, what you don't want to allow. It's a lot of learning, even learning little tiny things like, I didn't even realize I like this kind of food this much. It's just learning little bits and pieces to the big things about yourself. That's what the full moon right now is bringing to you. The next card we have here is experiencing. So you're also going to be experiencing a few different kinds of emotions. And these emotions have a lot to do with your inner strength and your mental clarity. So it's a lot about you. This full moon is putting your attention back on yourself, but in a new light, like in a light where you see yourself as something valuable, someone very, very valuable. Next, we have surrender to divine timing. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough, according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. So you're being asked to allow yourself to relax, allow yourself to give your situation, to give your worries, your stress, your anxiety, all of this stuff, give it over to something bigger. You don't need to hold on to it right now, because this is a time for you to focus on yourself. Allow yourself to get to know yourself. You deserve this. You've been working really, really hard. You haven't been getting time for yourself. And now I feel like the universe is presenting you with moments where you have some time to yourself and you're just like, wow, this is nice, you know, and you're able to go inside your own mind when it's just quiet and it's just nice. It's therapeutic for you. The next thing I see is the union of hearts. A love connection defies explanation. So if you guys are in relationships, pay extra close attention to your relationships, like nurture them, pay attention to them, have fun in them right now, because this is a connection that really defies explanation. You may be with your twin flame, your soulmate, somebody that you're so connected to that has energetic history in the relationship, where it's probably a relationship you've had in past lifetimes or something like that. But if you guys are in relationships, this is a very, very special connection and you're just being asked to enjoy it. You know, don't take it for granted. Don't ignore it. Don't always be mad at it. Don't be suspicious. Right now is the time for you to enjoy this union, that it's so sacred and so special, and the universe is confirming it, and the universe is saying, yes, it's okay for you to allow yourself to have fun in your relationship. Now, if you guys are single, then I do see a lot of union within yourself, whatever there was a block when it comes to love. And this comes for inner love too. Inner love towards yourself. Whatever their block was, that is healing. That is coming to a heal. And there's going to be this connection within you. This is actually for people in relationships and people that are single. It's this union of your heart with your mind, with your body. And this is a connection of love that defies explanation, because it's a whole nother vibration when everything is in sync. So I do see that the full moon is bringing that energy into your life. And the last card that comes up in your reading is uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. This full moon is illuminating like all your strengths, you know, the aspects of yourself that you're proud of, things that you love about yourself. You're uncovering treasures about yourself, uncovering treasures about your spirit, about your personality, about your character, everything you've overcome. It's like now you see the good side. Now you see the value in who you are and what you've been through. So another thing that I see is that you guys were drawn to the garnet crystal. Garnet brings out your passion. It's the stone of your root chakra. When your root chakra is aligned and balanced, then your relationships are strong and sturdy. Your relationship with yourself is strong and sturdy. You know, your relationship with finances and money is strong and sturdy. So this is something that I see healing and a lot of awareness being brought out during this full moon time for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. For all my group 2 people, or everybody that picked the Labradorite heart crystal, let's go ahead and see what this full moon energy is for you. The first card that I see come up is focus on love. Look for the good in everyone. So this full moon time, I feel like you're going to be looking at people in a different way. You're going to be looking with a lot more sympathy, some compassion, you know, something that may have irritated you about someone before. Now you look at it like, you know, I wonder why they're like that, or I wonder what made them say that, or what made them do that. It's like you understanding the other side of everything, like people, situations, and all of that, and you understanding it from a place of love, which is very, very powerful, because love is the highest vibration. Love is the most powerful vibration. So for you to be able to do that, that's a huge power. That's like a huge superpower. It brings about understanding. It brings knowledge. It brings wisdom, and secrets like are exposed to you about manifesting and about life. So this is a very powerful energy that the full moon is bringing to you. The next card is surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. Okay, so here you're being asked to slow down. Stop working so hard. Stop pushing so hard. I feel like you're almost being paranoid because you have this lack mentality, like you think there's not enough and you have to keep doing this and keep doing that to make sure that there's enough and that everything's taken care of and everything is done right. And you're burning yourself out. So you're being asked to tread thoughtfully. It's a narrow pathway that you're walking. So whatever, you know, I feel like you know you need to slow down, but you still kind of push it off to the side. So this full moon energy, if you don't slow down, the full moon will make you slow down. So, you know, just do yourself a huge favor and allow yourself to relax and enjoy something, like watch a movie on Netflix, go to the movies, you know, just you and your partner, you and your friends, you and your family go out to dinner. It's really important for you to like take off. Like actually take a day off. And that's very, very important. And I feel like the full moon is really going to illuminate that in your life and like teach you almost that it's okay for you to relax. It's okay for you to take some days off. It's okay for you to focus on yourself, even if that means sitting quietly alone with your thoughts. You know, a lot of the times you feel guilty for doing that because you just feel like that's a waste of time, or you could be doing something other, more productive thing. But it's like, the universe is saying that that's not true. You deserve it. You know, don't feel so guilty for taking some time out for yourself. That comes to the next card, which is a transformation of your mentality on this whole thing. So that's something that the full moon is bringing. It's going to illuminate that into your life. This is a full moon in Leo. So it's bringing that Mars energy with like Leo, the lion energy. So what that means is you're going to take time out for yourself. And, you know, if anybody tries to like come in your way, it's going to really irritate you. So be careful not to snap on people. Just understand that you're in a time right now where you just want some me time. You want some alone time. But I also see you, that's the transformation. It's this balance that I see coming in, which is the number 2, the infinity sign we have here. This is the number of balance, 2 of Pentacles. So harmony, balance, you know, coming together. So that means that feminine aspect and the masculine aspect of you is coming together. Now remember, every person has a masculine energy and a feminine energy. Sometimes we're way too much in our masculine. Sometimes we're way too much in our feminine when we're like not balanced. So if we're like, for example, if we're too much in our feminine, then we're too nice and we're too kind and people can take advantage of us. And when we're too much in our masculine, you know, we can snap easily. We become very protective, very like provider type of mentality. So what I see for you is you balancing both of those aspects of yourself. So you no longer have to like snap, or you no longer are like just letting people take advantage of you. Because I see you were kind of like doing both. And this full moon is bringing to you the energy of balance within yourself, where you're not going to feel the need to go so drastic with your, like go so drastic when somebody irritates you or something like that. And the next thing is, this whole reading is coming to an end with sanctuary. So this is privacy, you know, personal space, respected boundaries. So this is what you're kind of feeling right now, is you just want to you want to let people know what their limits are with you, and then you also want to set boundaries of like how much me time you need, how much time you need to cook, how much time you need to focus on this, how much time you need to focus on your hobbies, your job, your career. So that's a lot of things that's on your mind right now, and you're going to want to take this time away to just process all your thoughts. And what this is going to bring you is an excitement. It's going to reawaken passion within you. And that's why you guys were so drawn to the Labradorite heart. Labradorite is the crystal of magic. It brings synchronicity. You know, it brings adventure. Like if you're feeling like your life is becoming dull, Labradorite is a really, really good stone to work with because it brings that sparkle back into your life. So that was your guys' reading for all my Labradorite heart crystal people and all my group 2 people. I hope you guys enjoyed and got some clarity. Thank you guys so much for watching. All my group 3 people, or everyone that picked the Pyrite crystal, let's go ahead and see what this full moon is bringing to you. The first thing I see here is time and tide, oceanic spells and rituals. So this full moon, I see a lot of you guys prepping to do a ritual. And this ritual, I feel like if you guys add water element to the ritual, it will amplify and boost up your manifestation. So just a cup of water, some kind of liquid. You could even offer alcohol to some of the deities that you work with. I mean, if they like it, but just use liquid in your manifestations. Another thing that you're probably being called to do is start to charge your water. You know, water absorbs energy, water retains memory. So what I like to do is infuse my water with rose quartz crystals to have positive energy, or I like to keep like a picture or not a picture, I like to write on my water bottles with a Sharpie, you know, positive affirmations, positive words, so that my water gets charged and infused with it. So you could do something like that, but you're definitely being called to work with water around this time because your manifestation will be amplified. Another thing I see is sharing. This is something that I see a lot of you guys are very, very creative. And with this full moon energy, your creativity is going to come out to where you're going to want to share it. You're going to want to create something and share it with like anyone, maybe your family, your friends, or even on social media or something. But you're definitely going to want to create something. It could be a dish you want to cook. It could be a painting. It could be a drawing, a poem. You know, it could be a video you want to make, anything, any project. It could be a project in your house that you want to like DIY something. But you definitely you're in this creative mood right now. This full moon is bringing it out of you. Another thing I see is valiant courage. Take action with passion. This thing you're going to create, it's going to inspire a lot of passion within you, and this is going to raise your vibration a lot. Another thing that I see, this full moon is going to really alleviate a lot of your stress. So take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. So I feel like you've been pretty stressed out to the point where the stress has manifested itself into physical pain for some of you. So this is something that the full moon is going to help take away. Now remember, full moons are a time of releasing and letting go and, you know, purging. At the same time, its energy is so strong that you could even manifest with it. So I feel like you're going to tap into both. You're going to release, purge, and let go, as well as do a lot of powerful manifesting. Now, the next card that I see here is take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. So here, you're being called to not be so suspicious of the people in your life. You know, it's okay for you to trust and love your family members without doubting them, and even your partner and your friends. You know, this is a time for you to take that chance and trust them. Take the chance on love, you know, focus on love, trust in love. And the next card that I see is the 10 of Cups. Here, I see a lot of like, you coming closer to your family this full moon. I see a lot of like balance and harmony. Even I see a lot of forgiveness for some of you guys, and just reuniting with family and friends, reuniting, coming together, like just spending a lot of quality time. This full moon is gonna like make you want to do it. And you guys are drawn to the pyrite crystal. Now this has a lot to do with abundance. Pyrite is a crystal all about abundance. So there's going to be an abundance of good energy in your life coming with this full moon. Healing energy, forgiving energy, manifestation energy, creative energy. It's a lot of really, really good energy coming for you guys. I'm really, really happy you guys stayed and picked this stone and this card pile because it has really, really good energy. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. For all my group 4 people or everybody that picked the rose quartz crystal, let's go ahead and see what's coming in this full moon for you guys. The first card that I see is honor the masculine, respecting men and embracing the masculine divine. Okay, so this right off the bat tells me that a lot of you guys are too much in your feminine energy. So what that means is, this actually came up in the second reading too, is about the masculine and feminine energy. So when you're too much in your feminine energy, you're way too kind, way too gentle and loving and nurturing. And a lot of the times what happens with this is people can take advantage of you, or people may not take you seriously because you're just like, you just want to give the best to people. You want to like, you know, you're just way too kind and way too nice, way too generous, and people can take advantage. So I feel like your masculine energy is going to come out this full moon. And with masculine energy, you are more inclined to defend yourself, to speak up for yourself, to be more protective, be more independent, be more provider type of mentality. You speak up more. There's a lot of those aspects that come with the masculine energy. Another thing is that you're going to notice yourself wanting to be more playful, which is the next card. So this is where you kind of want to bring out your inner child. You want to have fun. Like this full moon time is going to make you just be like, you know what? I'm tired of just working. I'm tired of just being so serious all the time. I want to do something fun. So I really see a lot of you guys, maybe for a lot of you guys, you're going to go to the movies like after a long time. You know, it's something that you're going to pick up again that was fun for you after a really, really long time. The next card I see here is express love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. So this is where I feel like, you know, this is saying express love through gifts and a small token of love. Now I feel like this is pertaining to you yourself. I feel like it's time for you to give yourself a little gift. It's time for you to give yourself a token of love and express your love to yourself, because that is going to create a very, very powerful vibration where the universe is going to be like, hey, this person is giving themselves a gift. This person is giving themselves love. So I need to mirror that back into their life. You're sending a signal out to the universe, and the universe goes to work right away. It doesn't have a choice but to bring more experiences like that into your life. Now, the next card I see is surrender worry. Here it says, make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. All right, so this full moon is going to bring up some things that need healing. Now, the full moon amplifies certain emotions within us because these are emotions that we have suppressed and hidden under the rug and like not dealt with. So every full moon, you'll notice how people act kind of crazy, kind of weird. It's because these things are coming out that they need to deal with. And it could go two ways. They could either deal with it and heal from it and move forward in their life, or they can suppress it back up and it'll just keep coming back again, you know? So I feel like this full moon, you're really releasing and purging something that had to do with love and your heart chakra, something that was constantly making you anxious and worried and stressed. So expect that energy to be released. Another thing that I see is faraway places. Get ready for new horizons. So you're definitely letting go of something that was holding you back, that was making people take advantage of you. You're letting go of the energies that where you were weak. Any energies that were making you weak, you're letting those go. And that comes to the Devil card. This is one of my favorite cards, and let me tell you why. This is you going against society. You going against the grain. You know, your perception changing from what the normal perception was. You're learning to think for yourself. You're learning to think for yourself without being influenced by social media, past conditioning, anything, you know. This is you coming into thinking for yourself and making your decisions yourself and having confidence in your decisions. And for you guys to be drawn to the rose quartz heart, you're healing your heart. Your heart chakra is going to be activated. This full moon, you're going to feel a lot of good things, a lot of things that you need to be releasing. So it's a really beautiful and powerful full moon for you guys. And I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys really, really soon.